Hello YouTube! Hello from 2021. I hope you guys have had great holidays and now with all the great expectation we are going into 2021. Today I want to talk about our food habits, and in fact I was inspired to talk about our food habits by my girlfriend. The other day she was ringing up to me and she was wondering if I still was following my terrible diet. She called it terrible. And I was asking what do you mean by terrible? She said that one, the sugar-free and carbohydrate-free diet. And I said, yes, I do follow my sugar-free and carbohydrate-free diet. Then I realized that it is very hard for many people to stick to such a diet. And I thought, probably it's a good idea to share my tricks for those who want to do the same. So, first of all, I think it's a good idea to introduce to the two major motivation we have as human beings: pain and pleasure. And about pain, if we can imagine all the negative effects of not introducing a good habit over years, over a long time, we can see the result of not introducing a new habit. It can bring up a very unpleasant, a very negative picture of our future. And at the same time, if we use pleasure stimuli, for instance, at the same time we are picturing our bright future with lots of energy in it because of following the right habit, doing the right thing, introducing a very nice and healthy diet. If we imagine the future, if we can imagine the future with all those benefits, like it is happening right now to us, that's the skill which also can help to stay motivated every day and follow the diet, new habit, or in my case, a new diet. I was new a while ago, a really long, actually quite a few years, I've been following carbohydrate-free diet. Anyway, so what I mean that you can use both things. Imagine what would be an unpleasant future if you don't introduce a new habit, and at the same time picturing a bright and nice and beautiful future and living in this future every day. So, for example, I used in this way. Negative future, I pictured in very gloomy colors. And I used the statistics and all the available data to picture such future for me. I know that from the statistics that the diet rich of carbohydrates, first of all, it is promoting of gaining weight, and it seems so normal nowadays to gain weight over time that we don't even notice that it wasn't like that about 70, 80 years ago. If we look at the old photographs of our ancestors, our grandfathers, grandmothers, great, if those who are lucky enough to have even older pictures of their families, they can see that you can hardly find any overweight people in those photographs. But nowadays it is normal when you are turning 40, 50, 60, 70 to be overweight. It is kind of a normal thing. I thought, it was really demotivating me, discouraging me to see myself in my 50s, 60s overweight. Another fact which also was disheartening me, that the reason for the higher number of cardiovascular diseases is the diet rich of carbohydrates, which means that, again, at the beginning of 19th century, by the actual beginning of 19th century, we didn't have any heart attacks whatsoever, but it's so normal to have it nowadays, right? It is number one factor which kills people now. So also, I didn't want to raise the risk of heart attack or any other issues with my health in future. It also was disheartening me. And lastly, what I found out about the results of the diet rich with carbohydrates is that it is number one also a culprit of robbing off us energy. It is insidiously making us weaker over time. It helps us to put on weight, but at the same time it robs off the energy we need for our life. And I couldn't imagine myself not doing all my sports, dancing, running, hiking, all sorts of stuff which I enjoy. I couldn't imagine that I couldn't be able to do this in a decade or 20 years. I couldn't imagine. I was like, wow, I don't want to. I don't want to be someone weak, to become someone weak because of this type of diet. And that was my way to bring the pain from future to today, to stick to my diet, and at the same time to bring all the pleasure and nice and benefit things from future for following the carbohydrate-free diet. I am full of energy, I am enjoying my life to the full, and I have a good and nice shape. My body is in a good and nice shape. So those two things motivated me through the withdrawal syndrome, which I went through at the beginning of shifting onto this diet. Okay, so if one thing you can take from my video today, and if you want to consider healthy diet, you can imagine two things: the negative future of not following the diet every day, and at the same time the nice and bright future of following the diet and seeing yourself, picturing yourself in this future every day. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for watching my videos, and see you next time.